Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany of BrittanyJJones.com. If this is your first time tuning in to one of my videos, welcome. I hope that you will like what you see and subscribe below for more. In today's video, I am going to be doing a quick little life update, if you will. I have some exciting news that I'm going to be sharing. And I know in my last vlog, I shared with you all some of my health issues that I've been dealing with for like the past 3-4 years. And I need to update y'all on that. So let's get into it. First, I don't know what happened right here. If you can see this, I sat down to record and I was like, what is that? It just popped up out of nowhere. All right, so I made some quick little notes so I don't go rogue and just start randomly talking in this video. But let's go ahead and talk about my health issues. So in that vlog, I shared with you all that in 2020, toward the end of that year, my doctors told me that I have achalasia, type 2 achalasia. And again, I've been dealing with this for about 3-4 years prior to knowing exactly what it was. I thought I was having heart issues, so I was going to the cardiologist. After tests with them, they referred me to gastro. After tests with them, we came to the conclusion, or they came to the conclusion after all the results of what it was. So that didn't happen until, again, the end of 2020. And I just was having a lot of heartburn, acid reflux, a lot of bloating, a lot of burping, a lot of vomiting. It was to the point where I wasn't eating normally anymore. Like food was just getting stuck in my throat, in my esophagus. It wasn't going down normally. I had to chug water, and it was like I would be crying just to swallow. Like, no kidding, it was like this, just to get food down. So if it's hard to eat and swallow like that, you can imagine I wasn't eating a lot. So for like lunch, whatever I had for lunch, I would have half of that, and the other half I would have for dinner. Now, I was still eating my cookies and snacks, 3 Oreos, I could get those down, obviously, my candy. But again, I've been dealing with it for 3 or 4 years, and I kind of forgot what it was like to swallow until I had my procedure. So after they told me that it was type 2 achalasia, they told me some treatments. It was 4. One was to have Botox injections. The other was to do like a balloon, I believe, where they kind of stretch the esophagus. The other was called a POEM. I think in the video I called it PALM, but it's actually POEM. It was a less invasive surgery or procedure where they would go down endoscopically and cut a layer of the muscle to kind of expand it, because my junk was like this and food was getting caught down here. So that one, and then the major one where they would kind of basically cut you open from the outside and then kind of wrap around your stomach, all that stuff. So after doing my research and talking to Jerome, my mom, praying, I decided to go with the POEM, which was the less invasive one, and we did that on March 30th. So I went to the hospital. I originally thought it was going to be like an in and out procedure, but no, I ended up staying in the hospital, or they told me I was going to stay in the hospital one night. Turned out to be 2 nights because they just started finding everything. First, they were concerned because I have a really low heart rate. Apparently, it dropped down to 30 while they were doing the procedure. So that was alarming. So they sent the cardiologist back to me to look at that. Then the doctor was kind of worried because I have anemia. I'm anemic. My iron is super low. So he was worried about that. So I ended up staying 2 days in the hospital. And after that, I was over it. I was like, I got to get out of here because y'all keep finding stuff and y'all are starting to freak me out. I came here for one thing and you just came at me with 2 things. I got to process this. So I started taking off stuff. I was like, I am out of here. So yeah. Now I am grateful for my doctors and their care. They were amazing. But it became a lot. I was like, I got to process one thing at a time. And so, yeah, I got a little anxious. I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Y'all are doing too much now. But the doctors were really happy with, the procedure. And I can't tell y'all, it's amazing to be able to eat and to swallow. Like, you don't even think like, oh, I can't swallow my food. But when you really can't, and then you can, it's like, oh my gosh, it feels so good to be able to eat. And so now my doctor has kind of cautioned me repeatedly that I cannot gain weight. I really have to manage weight and also lose a little bit more. And that's just so I won't gain weight and have things push up on the esophagus that will give me acid reflux and create more issues than I need. Because with the achalasia, they didn't cure me. They just gave me relief. So I can eat now, but I mean, I still have the issue. So I need to manage my weight and make sure that I'm taking acid suppressants. So I take like Prilosec. I believe it's also called omeprazole, but I think over the counter it's an over the counter medication. It's just to keep, heartburn and acid reflux, because we don't want the acid reflux to come up to my esophagus and kind of not erode it, but we don't need the acid on my esophagus. Basically. So right now I'm taking 2 Prilosec tablets a day, and then after I see him next month, he's going to do another endoscopy on me next month, and then we may go down to 1 tablet a day. So that's kind of update on that. All went well with the procedure. Thank you all so much for your prayers. I feel amazing. Now I just really have to hold myself accountable to things that I'm eating, making sure that I'm, getting that 30 minutes of exercise in, just to, show my heart some love, number one, and also to help maintain, because even though I'm still eating the same thing that I was eating, half for lunch, the other half for dinner, now I can finish that for lunch and have another dinner. So now I'm able to get more food in. So he's like, watch what you're eating and maintain your weight, and also lose some more. So I would love to lose maybe 10 to 15 more pounds, just to, because right now I'm like mid 190s. So I would really like to lose maybe 10, 15 more pounds, just for health reasons, because I don't want me not being able to control what I'm eating to cause health issues for me now and down the road. I don't want that. Like, I do not want that. So yeah, I'm going to be working to lose 10 to 15 more pounds just for, better health and to take care of myself. So that's that for the health. Let's move on to topic number 2, which is Melanated fabrics. Thank you all so much for y'all support and love of Melanated fabrics, whether you purchase from us or just like our post on social media, share us to your friends or family, whatever it is that you do. Thank you all so much for y'all love and support of Melanated fabrics. And I mean, I just have to share one print that I just absolutely love that we have in stock. Like, yes. I love this fabric. We had it in 3 colorways, but one sold out and we were getting it reordered, but we still have 2 other colorways of it. And I believe Partner, if you don't know, Partner is Mimi G. We are the co-owners of Melanated fabric. I believe she's working on the other colorway. So definitely make sure, if you're not following Partner Mimi G Style on Instagram, follow her so you can see what she does with the other colorway of this fabric. I have this one. I have some ideas for a really nice summer dress, but this is 100% rayon, so lightweight, 58 to 60 inches wide, and it's just amazing. So soft, nice and drapey, perfect for spring and summer garments, dresses, tops, skirts, all of that. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you all so much. Y'all are literally, like, I always say I'm living a dream, but if I'm really honest with y'all, and I feel like I can be honest with y'all, I didn't dream this. My mind, not saying that, oh, I didn't, I would never assume or think that I could have this. My brain just didn't go this far. You know what I'm saying? My plan for all of this was just to do sewing tutorials on different, teach sewing classes on different platforms. And God allowed me to be an instructor. I'm still an instructor in the Sew It Academy. If you're not a member of the Sew It Academy, if you've never heard of it, it was founded by Mimi G. It's an online sewing and design school. I have a link for you down below if you want to check out that free trial. So God allowed me to step into that. And then, was it last year? It was. God allowed me to be an instructor on Creative Bug. Like, that was a dream, a dream. And that was just as far as I went with it. I didn't go to, oh, I can have my own fabric store one day. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? It didn't even dawn on me to think that big. So I think it's always fun to say, oh, I'm living a dream. But if I'm honest, I didn't even dream this far. That's how I know it is all God. It is all His doing. And I am grateful to God, and I'm grateful to partner, and I'm grateful to all of you all for your support. Next topic, before I get all emotional. Next topic is the upcoming videos. Oh my gosh, y'all. When I tell y'all that I have so much guilt because I haven't been uploading the way that I used to upload, and it's really kind of been sucking out my creative energy because I want to be able to create those so-longs and be on here more. And I've just now accepted the fact that I cannot create the way I was. I have to create differently for the current life that I'm living. So prior to Partner and I opening or launching Academy, oh my gosh, Melanated Fabrics, you know, I was at home. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't have to leave the house to go work. You know what I'm saying? So my work was sewing and videos and recording. That was my work. So now where I have to actually leave out the house for, you know, from about, let me see, I'm up at 5. And from 5, I try to squeeze in 30 minutes before I head out to work. Leave at about 7. Come back home after getting the children and everything, maybe like 2:40. So let's just say 3. That's half my day out of the house. And I'm tired, like tired from being on my feet all day, from ripping and running with the children, getting errands done. Now, yes, I do preach sew in 30, which I do in the morning. I get my sew in 30 in the morning before I head out, like I said, around 5:36. But I'd be so tired when I get home. And so it's hard to create like I used to, and I'm really hard on myself about it. Like, y'all, be so hard on myself. Like, oh my gosh, I can't create videos. It's not that I can't create it, it's just so time consuming. You know what I'm saying? So-longs take a lot of time. So I've just now accepted the fact that, Brittany, you gotta shift. You know, you just gotta go with the flow. Sure, I always love so-longs. I can probably push out maybe one a month, you know, for something I really, really love. We'll see. I can't make you all any promises though, just because the schedule is just so different now than what it used to be. So I'm hoping that you all will stick around. I have some really fun ideas, like doing sew in 30, because that is how I actually sew now. So showing me sewing in the 30 minutes, if I do 30 minutes on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, record that, create a video. And it may not be a step-by-step tutorial to walk you through it, but I hope that it would still be encouraging to see that, hey, Brittany ain't sewing for hours anymore like she used to. She really is sewing for 30 minutes and getting like a garment made once a week. So I hope that I can still create. That's the whole thing. I want to still be able to create and give you all value. So I love the idea of that video. Maybe doing some reviews, maybe doing a little bit of styling. I don't know, I'm not really big on styling. I just got to keep things simple. But yeah, I'm just really trying to brainstorm ways where I can still create videos that are not as time consuming as a sew-along, but also give you all value and encourage you all to sew, because that's really what it's all about. So stick around for all of that. Also, if you do want to follow along with me in 3 videos, check me out over on Mimi G's channel. I did the sew-alongs for her 2 latest spring patterns, really pretty dress, and a 2-piece top and pants. Those videos are live over on Mimi's channel now. The last thing that I want to share, and this one's kind of huge, all right? Buckle in, okay? Buckle in, because this one is huge. If you know, we are a military family. One of the things with military family is every 3.5 years, what happens? We pack up and move. So that time has come, but it's actually come early, and I didn't even realize it until I went to put in our 30-day lease. Not lease, a 30-day notice. Yes, the notice has been put in, so it's official. So we're moving! Yay! We are moving, and I'm so excited because God is just amazing. I'm excited because, number one, if you don't know, my family, we lost my dad last year in October of 2020. And I've just been wanting to get back closer to at least driving distance to my mom. It's just like, I just gotta get home. You know, I just gotta get closer. I don't gotta be next door, but definitely in driving distance in case emergencies come up. I want to be able to be there. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, an emergency came up. My mama fell, twisted her whole ankle, talking about she was on the roof of the, the roof of the car. She fell so bad. I was like, ma'am, what are you doing? You better sit down somewhere. Too old for skint knees. Like, what are you doing? Ugh. So I was like, oh, I gotta get closer to home. And so I'm just grateful to God because literally everything is working out in His timing. And it's just falling into place. Honestly, I wanted to go in January. I was looking at houses. Jerome was like, girl, what are you doing? I was like, I gotta go. He's like, girl. So that's just how I know everything works in God's timing because God allowed Jerome to be promoted. He is now a first sergeant in the Marine Corps. And with that new promotion and you know, he, at the place where he is, the base where we're on, there's no billet for him. So it's time to go. I was like, oh my God, yes. And so shout out to my husband. I just love him. We just celebrated our 14th anniversary. And honestly, Hubs, you know, he's had an amazing career coming up on 16 years. So we're going to be retiring really soon. And I know he really had a plan for like his last duty station. And when we were talking, I was like, babe, I think all of your duty stations, you know, I always tell him how proud I am. And I know that he's picked places or just gone to, he couldn't pick everywhere, obviously. Marine Corps sends you where they're going to send you. But when he was able to kind of select places, it was for him to build and grow. And so I know this place where it wasn't even on his radar. But this one was, the other decisions have been career decisions for him. This one I know was purely for family. It was a family decision. And I'm so grateful to him because not only was it for family, because the children are getting older. If you're in a military family, you know how it is. We don't want to move them during their high school years or as they try to get older. We started to see at this base when our children friends started to move, it really took a toll on them. Like it really took a toll on them. And being so young, we're like, it may be time, since you're on the tail end of your career, it may be time to kind of, go ahead and get a house. Kind of settle down so the children can start to plant roots and stuff. And like I said, we don't want to move them during their high school years. And so with that reason, and Jerome was a Army child, so he knows firsthand what that was like, and he don't want that for the children. So that was obviously number one. And number two, my husband absolutely supports what I'm doing, and that just means everything. When you have a spouse that supports you and is willing to, that can see the vision and see what you have been, doing all these years and the opportunity that you have now and the business that you're creating now and how hard you work. I'm so grateful to him because that's the other reason. He's told me, he was like, this is family, but let's just be real. it's really for you. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm really, really excited. I'll give y'all like more details later. I can't really spill it all now, but I'm just so grateful and I'm just thankful for everything. God is good and I'm so excited. So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update on all the things. So we talked about my health. We talked about Melanated fabric, talked about Sewing Academy, talked about upcoming videos here and kind of the direction I want to shift into. But yeah, I'm so excited and I'm grateful for all of you. I see that we're over 38,000, which is just mind blowing because I haven't even been consistent. So the fact that people are still watching and subscribing and you all are still here, it means everything. It really truly means everything, and I appreciate y'all so much. I'm really like getting all types of emotions, so I'm just gonna head on out. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe below, like the video, leave a comment, and I will talk to you all next time. Blessings, everyone. Bye.